Eleanor Roosevelt, the only woman in a U.S. presidential monument, FDR, who called her the First Lady of the world due to her human rights achievements. Great woman, great leader, not just the wife of a great leader, not just First Lady. She was from a very wealthy family and Teddy Roosevelt's niece, and she had a very difficult youth. Her mother died when she was 8, and her father committed suicide when she was 9. She had to deal with depression the rest of her life. She spent her youth between grandma and many boarding schools. She had a very bad self image, calling herself Ugly Duckling. In 1902, she got married with her cousin, FDR, when she was 19, having 6 children in 10 years, although recognizing that she did not really like sex nor enjoy having kids. In 1918, she realized FDR had a lover, and finally they both kept their political partnership. Both had several lovers, Eleanor mainly women, and not clear if men too. In 1921, FDR is diagnosed with polio, and Eleanor became her support to gain the presidency in 1933. Already in 1933, as First Lady, she was very active supporting demonstrations of World War I veterans, asking for support and also supporting miners in Virginia. Although she was very critical of Jews, she was a strong advocate of African Americans and opposed FDR policies against Japanese Americans after Pearl Harbor. During the 12 years of FDR presidency, she gave 348 press conferences, being the eyes and ears of the New Deal. She wrote a newspaper's daily column since 1936 until 1962, often about women issues, attempting to use journalism to overcome social isolation of women. During the uprising of Hitler and World War II, she was very active in European and international affairs, even trying to serve in the Red Cross in the European front and defending Jews. She advocated an increasing role for African Americans and women during the war, asking for them to have factory jobs and learn trades, and defended government support daycare centers. FDR died on April the 12th of 1945. After the war, she was appointed by President Truman as delegate for the first United Nations General Assembly. In 1946, she became the first chairperson of the preliminary United Nations Commission on Human Rights. She, with others, was key in drafting the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. In 1949, she was made honorary member of the black organization Alpha Kappa Alpha. She averaged 150 lectures per year throughout the 1950s, mainly devoted to her activism on behalf of United Nations. According to Gallup, she was the most admired living woman in 1948, 49, 50, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, and 1961. She died the 7th of November of 1962. At her funeral, it was said, "What other single human being has touched and transformed the existence of so many?" Adding, "She would rather light a candle than curse the darkness, and her glow has warmed the world. Not bad for an ugly, depressive, orphan First Lady. The First Lady of the world."